Welcome back. Revelation Lion basketball camps are making a slam dunk in our community, offering free skill building experiences that go beyond the court. And today, we're joined by some coaches, some co-founders, some student athletes behind these impactful camps to learn a bit more. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So first of all, what makes these free camps special for the community?
Well, kids get to come in and they get to learn the skills, but they get to bond.
Right.
You know, they get to learn, have these experiences, a safe place where they can make mistakes. And we really focus on each athlete, like figuring out what they need, and we start from the ground up. And
I think that is so important. You just said a safe place to make mistakes, because sometimes, especially when you're playing at a school level, mistakes kind of aren't tolerated, or if you make a mistake, you're sitting on the bench or whatever. But I think it's an important help to build skills. If you're able to fail, learn from that, try again. I mean, would you agree with that?
yeah, I think that's one of the most important things. Kids have to be comfortable to play. If they're not, they're never going to play free, and they're never going to reach their full potential.
Yeah, that's true. How long have you been playing basketball?
4 years.
Okay.
Around 4 years.
Yes. What position do they have you at right now?
Point guard, mostly.
Okay, point guard, yes. And what about for you? How long have you been playing?
3 years.
Yeah? And where do you find yourself comfortable on the court? What do you play?
Point guard.
Point guard. So we got a couple point guards here. So you're good at passing? Mm-hmm. Do you take shots as well, or you just mainly do the assisting?
We do everything the team needs.
That's a good point guard
That's
right
good.
there.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
I love that. So let me ask you this. What are some key skills that you focus on during these camps? I mean, you hear the word fundamentals tossed around a lot, but break that down. What does that mean?
So really, a kid can't progress if two things like we focus on right at the get-go, and that is footwork. Like kids, they hear footwork and they're just like, "Oh, this is gonna be boring."
Yeah.
But you never reach your full potential if you don't have your feet. Ball to foot, it's just so important.
Sure.
And then clearing the mechanism. They've got to have a clear mind, and that comes in that being able to make a mistake and feel good about it. And
Yes.
lift each other up. So we focus there and we build everything in between.
I think that is so telling, because one of the things that you always see is free throws, right? We're talking about clearing the mechanism. You got to block out the crowd, especially if you're on the opposing team. Nobody wants you to hit those free throws, right? Do you guys have any advice? How do you clear the mechanism? What have you learned?
Don't think.
Just don't think. Just do it, right?
Just
Like
do it,
Nike
yeah.
says.
Yeah.
I just tune out everything.
Yeah, you're able to block all of that out. So for you two, you kind of started this deal. Why did you want to start something like this in our area?
Yeah, Jason, there was just a need to serve, this Ozark region that we're in. So many kids and so many families looking for what fits their lifestyle the best. And we wanted to be able to provide a premier homeschool sports association where families had a choice and kids had a chance to really hone in their skills at a competitive level, and also develop those character qualities that we need to make great Americans.
Yes, I was going on your website, and kind of you have this ROAR, this ROAR,
Yes,
that stands for specific things, right? Do you want to fill us in on that?
Yeah, responsibility is huge for us. Respect is huge for us. Obedience, we're Christians, and so not just obeying your parents, but being obedient to the Word of God. And so everything we do is rooted in those Christian principles, and we're so excited to see families and kids have a chance to be a part of an organization that is more than just basketball, more than just a sport. It is really growing the next generation of Christian leaders.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, so that was RO. What's the next AR?
Accountability.
Accountability.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And responsibility.
All right, yeah, those are equally as important as all of them. That's great. That's kind of great pillars to build it on, right? So when are the camps happening? If folks right now want to learn more, maybe want to sign up, what's the call to action?
So this one's finishing up, but we're gonna have some more in this next month coming up. So
Yeah.
if you get on Facebook or our website, you can contact us, and then we'll plug you in. Tell us your interest, your age level, and we'll plug you in. We're gonna have a few more going this summer, and we'd love to have some people.
Yeah. So it's 10U to 18U. Do you break those up by age bracket, or is everybody kind of tossed on the court at the same time?
Age and skill.
Okay.
So we kind of see what you need. We put you with some kids your age to kind of have an accountability and somebody to work with,
Sure.
and we go from there.
Yeah, that's great. Real quick, what's been your favorite part so far?
The community
Okay,
that
yeah.
we build. All my friends are there, and I'm bringing in more friends, bringing in more people,
Okay.
building community.
I love that. What about for you?
Community, and I can make mistakes and be free to make mistakes, because that's okay.
Yeah, that's so important. Thank you all so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And thanks for the service you're providing to the community. Absolutely fantastic. We love it.